Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Clara here. Welcome to PSA, Public Shopping Addict. And I'm really happy that you guys are here to join me for today's PSA. And this PSA is sort of like a getting acquainted with an old style. And I figure I put that out today. Particularly the reason being that as of tonight, midnight, Vera is dropping 2 new patterns that we Vera Addictionistas are very excited about. We always get happy when new patterns are being introduced. Sort of like when kids get online for new sneakers that are going to be dropped, or new video games that are coming out. Well, the same can be said for us. We get very excited to see new patterns become introduced into the Vera line. And the 2 patterns are called, one is called the Holland Garden, which is a black base pattern, and it has some beautiful colors, touches of peaches, and I think some sort of like solid grays, and it's a floral pattern, so it's not a paisley of any kind. It's mostly all floral and really pretty. So I've been eyeing the Holland Garden, so that's one that I hope to pick up as of tomorrow. And the other one is the Raspberry Medallion. And if you guys have seen or own, say, the Lilac Medallion, which I have right here, or the Charcoal Medallion, it's the same exact pattern, but this one is raspberry, so it's more of a on the pinky side. And definitely you can see that now on Vera's website, and as of tomorrow it's gonna be out there as well. Also, I'm very excited because they are introducing some new styles as well, and particularly to the Glenna line. Now, I love Glenna. I own the Glenna satchel from the signature and from the factory, and I really do like the Glenna. So they're coming out with the Glenna Mini, which, how exciting is that? So I hope to get one of those, as well as the Glenna Hobo. The Hobo, that I really want to pick that up, being that as you know, if you've seen my previous PSA, I really do like the factory style go ahead convertible, which has the 2 straps. So you have the main strap, the shoulder strap, which is not detachable, and then it has the larger crossbody strap, which is detachable. Well, the same is now being introduced in the signature stores, which is called the Glenna Hobo, and it has the same thing. It has the shoulder strap, and it also has the body strap. So I definitely plan to pick that up. So if you guys are interested in seeing a future PSA or unboxing, unbagging, or mailing, when I do get that in the mail, definitely subscribe, and be sure to click the notification button so that you guys get that email notification when I do upload the PSA. But in the meantime, so I figure I do sort of an introduction or reintroduction to those who already have to these bags that I have behind me, and primarily they're all about hipsters. So I wanted to do sort of a show and tell of the hipsters that I have, in case you guys were looking to dip into Vera, and especially with the new patterns coming out. And I figured, for me, the hipster is probably one of the most easiest, inexpensive ways if you are looking to purchase a bag for the first time. I think the hipsters are very good. They have a lot of variations, but I'm particularly going to show you 3, which is the larger hipster, yeah, and it's the biggest one. And there is also a triple zip hipster, and according to the measurements, that should actually be smaller than the hipster, but yet I find it, I've seen the triple zip hipster in person, and I it tends for me to be, it looks larger. So I don't own the triple Zip Hipster, which they abbreviate TZH, but I haven't owned a triple Zip Hipster because I really haven't been drawn to it. I really like the Hipster, so I tend to buy the Hipster. Also, there's the Little Hipster, and then there's the Mini Hipster. So I have all three. Now, of all the three that I have, I only have one that's actually a signature pattern, and that happens to be in the Little Hipster, which is in Bordeaux Bloom. Everything else I have, I either purchased on from the online outlet sale or directly at the factory store. But they're pretty much the same. There's some small variations and some differences, but definitely it's all pretty much the same. So I'm going to start off with the Hipsters that I do currently own. Now these are, again, they're from either the factory store or purchased through the online outlet sale. I think there's one that probably, which I believe was I purchased online, that might resemble closest to the signature, but it's not signature. So the first one I want to show is, if you guys have seen any of my unbagging, previous PSAs, you might have caught when I did a unbagging of this one, which this one is the blue tapestry, and this is in the lighten up material, and they're all pretty much the same. The size on the Hipsters usually are 12 inches up and down, 12 inches across, and they have about a depth when fully full, or rather when fully filled, about 2 inches. So right there. So yeah, so they're all very typical. The one thing I have noticed, and probably the reason I haven't purchased the Hipster through the signature, is because of the zipper. That's primarily the only reason I think that I have not. And basically the signature, well, these, which are not signature, you'll see that they all have the nice coated zipper that I like. Scratch free and very gentle to our fingers. The same here, and they also have a zipper back here. So the online signatures are pretty much the same, but their zipper, they have the metallic zipper, and that's the only reason I have not purchased that bag. Now I've heard that they might have changed the zipper, so I hope that is the case, because if they have changed it, then that would be a consideration for me to buy. And also for the Carson, I have the Carson Mini and the Carson larger one, and I also have a PSA on that. And I honestly would not consider purchasing another Carson until they change the zipper, because those zippers are really, I find them very uncomfortable. It doesn't make me happy. The bag makes me happy. The construction of the bag makes me happy. The size, everything else about it. I mean, I have it in Moonlight Garden. The pattern is just beautiful. But that zipper is a reason why, with the new patterns coming out, I probably will not buy the Carson unless if it's true, if they've changed the zipper, then that definitely will change everything for me. But anyway, so getting back to the to the Hipster, this is pretty much the size and typical. They have a zipper here, so you got the zipper in here, and then you have a slip-in pocket here, which I have a receipt, but there's a slip-in pocket here, and then you have the back zipper as well, and that is probably comes up to like the middle right there, and then you have a zipper in here. And I'm not sure about the inside pattern on the signature Hipster. I don't know if they have a nylon or if they have the cotton, but these normally, because they're online or through the factory, they're all with the nylon interior. But I think the signature will probably be the same with the zipper. Well, this doesn't have a zipper. Actually, this only has two slip-in pockets, so there's no inside zipper in the Hipster, if you can see. So yeah, all right, so that's the blue tapestry. I also have that I picked up. Also, I picked this up on the online outlet sale. This is the Ellie Flowers, and it's the same, same layout with the coated zipper, and then a pocket, zipper in the back, and the same in here, and that's the inside lining, and it's the same size, 12 by 12, and also, yes, the signature, in addition to these as well, they all have the straps are the same in the print, so you'll see that online if you decide to pick up the any of the hipsters with the new patterns. They should have the same cotton strap. And then we also have Stamp Paisley. This one I also purchased online, and same thing with the pocket, and pocket. And then lastly, this one to me probably is closest to what you will pick up at the store or at Vera's website. This one is in the Lilac Medallion, and the reason I say this is probably what you would see or pick up is because of the straps. Let me just see these straps. Now, these have the circular straps. Well, actually, no, let me just show you. With the factory or the online, one thing I've noticed is with these straps is there's only rings, there's only an O-ring on one side of the bag and not on the other. See? When I first discovered that, I really thought I had a defective bag. I went quickly and looked at my other bags, and sure enough, they are all the same like this. They have one ring and then no ring on this side, and then you have the adjustable buckle on the other side. So I was really surprised to see that. And the only reason I could think of obviously is to drive the cost down, because obviously if you're not putting another ring, you're saving money on that aspect. So that was strange. But on the signature, you have two rings, and they're usually square or rectangular, and I've noticed that on both sides from the photos, and they're and all the straps are on the back of the bag, which that I like, as opposed to straps on the side. They have the straps to the back of the bag, which is nice. So when it's laying flat, flushed against you, you have the straps lay against your body. So that I like. So getting back to the Lilac Medallion, this one, which to me would be reminiscent of a signature, has the two rings. And if, like I said, if you go on their website, you'll see the two rings, but theirs is rectangular, so it's smaller, but it's the same. So you have that, and then you have the buckle, and it's always all in that silver color. And as all hipsters, they have the straps on the back of the bag, which I really like that because it looks really nice when you have it on. It's just laying flat against you. But like I said, the hipster has the metallic zipper, the signature ones, and that's the only reason I haven't picked it up. But this one, that's why I think this one should be, I believe this is an online pattern. Not even in the store, or maybe the store, I'm not sure, but I picked this one up online. I didn't even pick it up at the store, I picked it up online. And as you can see, it has the coated zipper. But yeah, and I do like the piping. The one thing I've also liked about the hipster is that the piping, if you notice, they all have this really nice piping to the bag. See? So I like that piping because it kind of gives it a really nice definition to the handbag. It's not just one big piece of two materials slapped together. It's, they put a little thought into this, and I really do like that piping. It just really gives it a little cute added touch. And the signature, I believe, also has the same kind of piping. So so if you guys are interested in the hipster and you want to pick up the new pattern, basically this is a good way to start. The prints normally start for $70. And the solid, if you decide to get the solid, like the microfiber in the solid print, rather solid solid color, it's $90. They usually have a difference of $20 in between. So $20 is normally the difference between the prints and the solid colors. Now, I wanted to show you now the ones that I own in the iconic Little Hipsters. And actually, this is not really iconic, because this one, let me just see something. Do they refer to it as iconic? I don't think so, because this one I purchased directly at the factory. I don't have the tag on this one. Yeah, I wanted to see, but this one this one is the Little Hipster, and these normally measure about 9 3/4 across, 9 3/4 inches across, and 6.5 inches up and down. Although I do find that the signature one is a little bigger than what you will find in the factory or online, but the concept is still the same. You have a zipper here, rather pocket here, and as you can see in the factory or on the online, they have the coated zipper, whereas the signature, which I have here, and this is in Bordeaux Blooms. This is a signature pattern. This one actually came out in the fall of 2018, and I believe they're actually retiring this pattern. So you should be able to find this pattern as of now with really good sale prices. So if you're interested, you can definitely pick that up on verabradleys.com website. They have it. But this is in the Bordeaux Bloom, and as you can see, as I mentioned, this zipper, see how that zipper is. Oh, this zipper really makes me sad. But yeah, this is that metal zipper. You see the teeth are like really big. Those are like really big teeth, and that's what really makes it really scratchy when you push your fingers against it. But I love this bag. If it's not because of the pattern, that is the reason I picked it up. But yeah, so this has the metallic zipper, and it's sometimes really difficult. But the top part, it's funny, and I'm sure it's the same now with the new bags coming out in the new patterns. It has the metallic zipper here, but the top zipper to the main compartment is that coated zipper. So you'll see that coated zipper right there, and that's the inside. And this is a really nice size. Now this one, I tend to find it larger than its counterpart from the factory. See, if I put it together, you see the difference? This one is definitely much smaller, and this one is larger. But this size, the signature, as per the website, is 9 3/4 and 6.5 up and down. So this is the size that you will find on Vera Bradley's website. And yeah, this one is also coming out in the new pattern, the Holland Garden and the Raspberry Medallion. So you can pick this one up. And this one retails for $60 for the print and $80 for the micro. And it has a really nice depth to it. It's about 1.5 inches, and it's really roomy. The back has a slip pocket. There's no magnet or anything. It's just a pocket that you could use. And the difference, as on most of the signature hipsters, with the exception of just the large hipster, but the mini hipster and the little hipster both have the strap attached to the side. So you will find the ring, the square ring, on each side of the bag, as opposed to, I'll show you this bag. Let me show you the Tropical Evening. The strap is on the back. See, it's attached to the back of the bag. See, I wish that the signature hipster, the iconic Little Hipster, this is called the iconic Little Hipster, would do the same, where I wish they would put the strap on the back as opposed to the side. because I really like the way it looks on when you have it on. I really like the strap on the back. So I wish Vera would do that. So yeah, so this is a tropical evening, which I'm just gonna put there. I also have it in this one, which I picked this one up at TJ Maxx. But this one is the iconic RFID Little Hipster, and that's another thing about the signature. They are RFID. The ones that you pick up in the factory or online, they're not RFID for the most part. Only so far that I've noticed is the ones that you would buy at the store. But this one, the funny thing is, this pattern, I believe it's not signature. This one, if I'm not mistaken, is a factory or online, because the one that they do have that signature is called Paisley leaf or something like that. I mean, I'll note it here. I'll note it here, the pattern that is the signature. But this one is RFID, but it is the same thing. It has the metal zipper, and it has the straps to the side. So that's why I think that this is a signature, because it's the same signature style as the Bordeaux Bloom. So that's why. But yeah, so the signatures in the from the store and from Vera's website are RFID, and they all have the strap to the side, and they all have the metallic zipper. So if you're interested in picking up the new one, you know, tonight or tomorrow with the new pattern, that's pretty much what you are going to get if you decide that you want to pick up the iconic Little Hipster. So I'm going to put that there. Oh, I also wanted to show you, I do have the Hipster. Now this is not iconic, but this one I picked up directly at the store, or I picked it up online. I think I picked it up at the store. And this one is, yeah, the ones that you pick up in the store, they just call it the Little Hipster. So it doesn't have any RFID. And yeah, and it's the same thing. This one is in Floral Fiesta. I love this pattern. And again, it has that coated zipper, top and bottom. But it's the same concept. It's just a little smaller. But this is what you will buy and pick up online or at the factory. So that's the iconic Little Hipster. And then lastly, what I have is, these are here. None of them are the signature, but I think maybe one might be signature. I'm not sure, but it looks the same as the iconic mini hipster that you will find online. But these I picked up. This one I picked up at the store. If you saw one of my PSAs, you would have seen where I purchased this at one of the factory outlet stores. And this one is just pretty much called just mini hipster. So they don't have the RFID. Now, if you do purchase the iconic mini hipster on Vera's website or at the store, they do have the RFID. So, but these don't have, not that I've seen. So this one does not have it, but this is as you saw, the Moonlight Navy, and yeah, Moonlight Navy, and it's so cute. You got the pocket here, and then you have your slots in here for your credit cards. You have the clear window for your ID, and then it has the main compartment. This one has the nice coated zipper, and then you have in there, and then you have the back. And again, because this one was purchased directly at the factory, or is a factory outlet version, it has the straps on the back of the bag as opposed to the side. And the reason I think I might have, I'm not sure, but it might be because it's part of the Midtown collection. This one, which again, if you caught any of my PSAs, you would have seen where I just recently got this one. And this one is in Hawthorne Rose. It's part of the Midtown collection, and Midtown collection, you really can't even find it online. So to me, this is a signature version of the hipster, and it's also RFID. It's actually called the same thing, the iconic RFID mini hipster in Hawthorne Rose. And as you can see, this one, like all the other ones that I've seen in the on the website, they have the straps to the side of the bag. Now this one only has one square ring, and this side does not. So that might be the case with some of the mini hipsters online. So if you check that out, you'll probably will see that in the pictures. I also noticed that the pockets, the front pocket is much longer than the factory one. So if you pick that up, you'll notice that. Now this pocket, unlike this one, see this pocket, you can actually put things in. So it goes, anything you put is actually in the pocket. See, this is merely just a cover to this pocket. And this pocket actually has, on each side, they have credit card slots. Have 2 of them, I believe. So you have a total of 4. So there's 2 on this side, and then there's 2 on this side. See? And this is not a pocket to fill or anything. It's just a flap, and it has the window for, you know, the see-through window for your ID over here on the top as opposed to the bottom. And it has the magnetic tab, tab, and let me just see. Oh, and then it has this one I like because it has the coated zipper, so it doesn't have the metallic zipper. So I'm not sure if the ones online have the metallic zipper or if they have the coated zipper. I'm thinking they probably will have the metallic zipper. So again, another reason why I probably haven't picked that up. But this one has a nice coated zipper. Now, if the zipper is better, then I might consider picking up the signature or the iconic hipster on Vera's website. But I have to make sure first that the zipper is a nice one. And this one on top also has the coated zipper as well. And then, yeah, like I said, the straps on the side. So to me, this is probably the iconic, and it is RFID. And then the bag, it doesn't have anything. It's just a pocket for you to slip anything in there. I don't have my phone with me, but I would have checked to see if it actually fits. But I have no idea what I've done with my phone at this point. But anyway, it's a really good size pocket. It goes all the way to the bottom of the bag. Yeah, so that's that. And then I have these other 2 that I picked up. These are also just regular hipsters. These are not RFID. I picked this one up in the store, and I picked this one up online. This is the Chandelier Noir. It's a little well, it's probably, yeah, it looks the same size. Yeah, so this Chandelier Noir, I picked this up at the store, and it's just it says Lighten Up Mini Hipsters in that Lighten Up material, but it's not an RFID or anything like that. This I like. I really do like it. Again, this one that I purchased at the store, it has a strap on the back as opposed to the side. So that way, this is how I know it's not signature. And the same can be said for this. This is an African Violet. This one I picked up online on one of the sales. And this one has the strap on the back. And also has the coated zipper inside, and they usually all have the nylon interior, and the same with the pocket here. And then when you open this up, you have the ID here, and it goes your pockets. And there's only pockets on one side as opposed to the other. So I would think that the signature has the slots on both sides, just like this Hawthorne Rose has it on both sides. Now the measurements on this, just to as is noted on Vera's website, is 8 inches from top to bottom, and from across it goes 6.5 inches wide, and the depth when it's full, it's a little under an inch, so it says. And then they're probably talking about this space right here, so that's under an inch. But yeah, so this is I like, and I wish I I hope that the signature ones have this kind of zipper, and I will be very happy about that. Now this one goes for, you can pick this up if you decide you want to pick up the new pattern. $50 for the print. So any print pattern will cost $50, and then the micro is going to be $20 more, which would be $70. So yeah, and the strap on this one is, you know, it's different because this is a solid, but I believe if you pick up the print, it should be the same cotton strap as the same as the pattern. So yeah, so that is basically my little rundown on the hipsters. So you got the mini hipster, and then you have the little hipster. So the choice is yours. And then this one, since it resembles closest to the signature, this is the hipster. So you got the hipster and the little and the mini. So if you guys are looking to pick up tonight, or you know, starting midnight, and then of course tomorrow, any of the new patterns, which is the Holland Garden or the Raspberry Medallion, I think that the hipsters are probably one of the nicest way to introduce yourselves to Vera. And of course I will be eyeballing that Glenna Hobo, so I really want to pick that up tonight. So that's I can see myself picking that up. I usually don't pay retail. I usually always wait for a sale, or I'll wait for something special to come along, but I really am so dying to get a bite of that out of that Glenna Hobo. Really excited because it reminds me of the Go Ahead convertible, which I have 3 already, and I love that style. But anyway, so I hope that this little PSA kind of gave you some you know, some ideas as to what you guys might want to get, or even if you're not looking to pick up the new patterns and you want to pick up something at the factory store or on the next online sale, which I get a feeling is probably right around the bend, and because it's been a few weeks, I think. I'm not sure, but they seem to have these online sales like once a month, so I get a feeling that'll be right around the corner. But anywho, so yeah, so thank you for stopping by, and if you like this channel, definitely subscribe. I will be posting further future PSAs on other Veras that I'll pick up. I think I have some Vera mail coming in, so I'll be doing an unbagging or unboxing shortly on that one. And yeah, so thanks for stopping by. Subscribe, and of course, as I say, be well, stay well, and I will catch you shopping at the Denistas on the next PSA. Have a good one. Thanks. Take care. Bye.